Всем привет, с вами Артур, и мы продолжаем играть в The Wolf Among Us. И сейчас мы казним вот этого вот чувака.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours.
А как я выгляжу?
Run into some trouble at the Crooked Man's place.
Why? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know.
О, тут все.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances,
Сейчас мы
I
походу
thought it
будем
best if we
судить.
do this
Но
as
мне
soon as
так лениво
possible.
судить.
The Crooked Man is
сразу
charged
кинуть.
with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt
Ты
you.
отдал приказ, так что
Georgie
не
may
надо.
have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
I killed him. He's dead.
Ну так получилось случайно.
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
Я тут офигел.
You insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support.
Недопонимание. Два раза Биг Би не убил,
at the pudding and pie.
недопонимание.
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you did.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
It's
Да, ладно,
Bobby.
пусть он выскажется, все же, может, он что-нибудь интересное расскажет.
Wanted a
Узнаем
chance to
что-нибудь.
talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No
А
more
где Крейн?
snap
Где
judgments, no more
Нериса?
secrets. We are going to treat
Где
everyone fairly,
Бавкин?
even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Че у него с глазом?
Miss White, you've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was.
Опять Джорджа, как он
He was a
бесит.
total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees.
Да.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Maybe I should have kept an eye on him. But can you really blame me for what happened?
Of course we can. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. To cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit
Помог
carried
очень.
away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I
Да.
see you want to come right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you.
На самом деле я бы
My
его уже
employees are
скинул.
just that, hired help.
Но мне хочется послушать.
Among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Ты кусок
The
говна.
government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners. I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Это был
Crane
Крейн.
was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help.
Как же он меня бесит, кусок говна.
Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why?
Снежка не виновата, не надо наезжать на
Don't
нее
blame
тут.
Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked
Вроде
man.
бабушка говорит такие.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But
Где Нериса, где
I
Крейн?
truly
Тут части
want what's
нет.
best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you
Мы
perfection.
стараемся защитить.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. And he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Ну да, он все же во всем виноват. Он, может быть, что-то и делал, но он это делал не для людей, а для себя. Потому
You're
что
all
ему
still
была
afraid of him,
выгодная...
even now.
Потому что он хотел только личной
But
выгоды
you needn't be.
и создавал
His
иллюзию того, что
contamination of this
он им
town
помогает. А на
is
самом
over.
деле он просто
And those girls
заводил
will
эти
have
долги.
their justice.
Поэтому вот все. Получается, он умрет.
Very good, very good. The
Так хлопает,
sentiment
будто мы
should be
дебилы.
appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations
Ты не
are
обоснован,
completely
давай
unfounded.
вали отсюда.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession that...
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no
Ну теперь да,
bastard,
никто ничего не слышал, поэтому еще мы
Bigby
виноваты.
weren't the only one to
Поэтому все, мы тебя не должны казнить, мы тебя сейчас
especially
отпустим.
when Bigby's...
Пофигу, что все знают,
What are
но
you
ты...
talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of
Вот,
you for
вот.
profit.
Синий
Georgie
борода.
killed him.
Make sure I understand.
Правду говорит.
I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time.
Джорджи.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
Я тогда работал на Крейне.
What happened with Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only.
Но он чуть-чуть умер.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was
А, вот я его не трогал.
while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think
Вообще тут руля все доставалось.
That was Blue
Он и
not
получил, и
He was a
умер.
murder suspect.
Траля-ля с
Besides,
картинки весь.
Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Бедный
Right
траля-ля.
before you decided to kidnap him.
it was for his own protection? Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your
Но
employees'
разница между
behavior.
Крейном и Снежкой в том, что
This
Крейн
is
лох, а
completely
Снежка...
different. We all...
I
не
didn't
лох.
order those two girls dead.
Снежка покрасивее Крейна.
Never. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down.
Завалите все
I
позвольте.
mean, a
reason
certain
we're
level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To
Tweedle.
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers? Judging you, treating you as mindless children, too
Ничего у тебя не получится, все
command
равно
your
сейчас
own
скоро не
destiny.
понёшь.
Without me, who will
Просто
pay
в этом
your rent
уверен.
on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White?
О, привет. Ты как раз вовремя. У нас тут самое интересное.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath? Elizabeth?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Говори, у нас серьезные дела, а твои серьезные дела подождут тебя в временном
You
колодце.
probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line.
такой сейчас, наверное,
We
думает, что
couldn't
за
say a
подстава.
word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Если бы он убил, это было бы для него невыгодно.
Be quiet.
Потому
Establish
что...
some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons.
Потому что все же она управляет этими лентами, ну Вивиан управляла. И ему не было выгодно ее убивать, потому что если бы он ее убил, то все было бы так же.
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a
Вот и
damn about
подтверждение.
me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Ага, чё, понял, да?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Ну теперь осталось его скинуть, и игра
So
закончена.
that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
Rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't
На
let you go
самом-
free after this.
What did you expect to happen
Вот
here?
чего он сам-то
You're
ожидал?
getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty.
Да что ты говоришь? Давай его скинем. Это весело. А, я знаю, что сейчас будет. Сейчас будет выбор. Мы же Бигби. Мы должны все выбирать. Мы же Бигби. Кто все решает, как убивать? Бигби. Убивать или не убивать? Бигби решит. Как убить? Бигби решит. Носок не могу найти. Бигби, понюхай этот носок и найди мне второй. Бигби. Вот, мы должны проголосовать, я не буду ничего решать. Я просто уверен, что все равно будем решать мы. Бигби. Кто решает все? Бигби. Кто проживает на океане? Бигби.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think
Ну
is
сколько
right.
там, 2 выбора получается будет у нас. Окей. Ого, 3.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Подождите, я думаю.
Just fucking
Я
get
не
it.
знаю тут. Такой. Ты чё, офигел? На самого Бигби? На Бигби, да? Есть Бигби. Бигби. Смотрите, да? Все смотрят. Полетел.
No, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now,
You're going to miss me.
Пока.
no, I won't.
А где аплодисменты того, то, что я скинул? Давайте похлопаем мне.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
Ну, получается, это конец, да? А это что, еще не конец? Или конец? А, нет, не конец. Ну, я думаю, тут уже недолго осталось.
Hey, Sheriff.
О, это этот, Мухолов.
You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. Well, I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great. This fuck.
О, этот рыжий, он опять тут. О, привет.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
А привет, как же сказать? Все в порядке?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Ну, будто у меня есть выбор.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
А вот наш бухающий друг. Вот там есть пентхаус. Интересно, кто в нем живет. А почему запах уезжает? Все же нормально.
Oh, Colin! Jesus!
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
Да, я тебе тут привет.
Fucking day.
А что случилось сегодня?
Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Так, и что там у него?
Give this to Miss White, please.
Так, что это? Это бомба?
Time to say goodbye. So, if you could bring
Конечно.
it to her,
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me. And she said she
Понравилось.
liked
А, это,
them
наверное,
best.
зуб какой-нибудь. А, ну да, зуб.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God,
Ну ты не человек, тебе будет
We
норм.
have to go. I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Ну, я думаю, да.
You don't have to worry about the monkeys seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable with animals, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
А почему только они уезжают?
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? Colin gets to stay. That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it. You're all fucking corrupt.
Не надо было ему это говорить. Ой, а что это за достижение? Типа все?
Saying goodbye?
А кто мне рис остов? А, ну да. Привет.
Hi.
А что у нас все еще в
Still
ленточке?
wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Да давай, снимай ее.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Ты всех убила, да?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start.
Ну давай, там, начни с самого интересного.
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We're gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Marissa, what did you do?
Ну,
I freaked out, okay?
что
I
она
thought if I
сделала?
came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Да, вот это,
Yeah.
это неожиданно.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed.
Ой.
example of us. We had committed treason.
Чё, типа всех хотел
And while the
убить?
two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Get the well, you said.
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Ну ладно, что сделано, то сделано, я все равно скину.
Done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
You were trying to get my attention.
Хитрый ход.
You started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction.
Вот из-за кого началась эта
People
игра.
like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Really.
I'm sorry, Melissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her or anyone.
Ты же Бигби, ты должен к этому привыкнуть.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just...
Вот мне все же интересно, где Крейн.
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Ну, хоть кто-то так думает, что я правильно играл.
And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Да, тут бы остался бы Крейн, был бы полный беспредел, тут было бы больше смертей, было бы все вообще как ну.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Что происходит?
One too would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Стоп.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Так, а что за концовка? Это завершить эпизод. Так. Ну да, мы правильно это сделали. Да, вот мы... Ну, в принципе... Особая статистика. Давайте посмотрим. Чудовище. Вы соврали ему, что видели красавицу на улице. Окей. Красавица. Вы обещали ей не рассказывать чудовищу, что видели на улице. Вы дрались с ним на допросе. Я не помню, кстати. Мясник. Вы обещали ему защиту в администрации. Да, окей. Колин. Вы дали ему выпить. Вы помогли ему избежать фермы. Так, скрюченный дядечка. Вы привели его к ведьминому колодцу. Вы бросили его в ведьмин колодец. Окей. Вы убили его, Вера. Вы дали ей денег после драки с дровосеком. Окей. Ну, тоже у нас тут 3 трупа. Гринлиф, вы выломали ей дверь. Звучит так, будто как счет. Нериса, вы пытались снять у нее ленточку в офисе. Так. Снежка, вы взяли ее с собой в бар «Сок от копыт», вы показали фотографию Крейна с ней, вы обещали привезти скрюченного дядечку живым. Да. Крошка Тим, вы решили его подождать. И последние 2, Ти-Джей, вы приняли его жука и обещали передать его Снежке, и Жаб, вы заступили за него, когда Снежка хотела отправить его на ферму. Что, это получается все. Эта замечательная игра закончилась. Знаете, что будет дальше. Вот. Блин. Теперь захотелось их почитать. Ну ладно, эта замечательная игра закончилась. Надеюсь, у нее будет продолжение. На самом деле, будь я разработчиком Telltale Games, я бы сделал продолжение этой игре, потому что она довольно-таки интересная. Ну, как The Walking Dead. Только персонаж, другие сюжеты. Но все равно тоже очень хорошо и качественно сделано. Не знаю, как вам, но мне эта игра понравилась очень. Вот поэтому я бы хотел, чтобы вышла 2-я часть. У нас, кстати, в книге сказаний не все открыты. У нас 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Если я не обсчитался, то 7 сказаний не открыто. О, стоп. Я же хотел про Кровавую Мэри посмотреть. Кровавая Мэри работала на скрюченного дядечку уже несколько веков. Он обещал ей полное свобододействие, пока она является его личным телохранителем убийцы. За могущество и влияние скрюченного дядечки Мэри никогда не волновалась, что администрация ее рисует. Она очень довольна своей работой и будет защищать его до самой смерти, в основном потому, что она считает это веселым. Ладно. Вот у нас истинная форма. Это огромный 2,5-метровый рост, в дополнение к своей обычной силе. Он унаследовал своего отца северного. Сейчас. Ну, понятно, в общем. Так, это у нас... Вот ферма. Ну ладно, давайте закончим. Что уж делать, игра закончилась. Читать это не всем понравится. Ну, поэтому... Кстати, дровосек не появился в 5-м эпизоде. Я все заметил. Ну ладно, дальше заканчиваем. Всем спасибо за просмотр, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь на канал. С вами был Артур, всем пока и удачи.